There's been a bus parked outside of NBC today. It's a red, white, and blue bus, all colors, and it says, "I'm the greatest." Now, I'm going to make my little speech first, and you do as you please about it. This is all very colorful and very funny and everything. I'm not happy unless I tell you my own impression. He is a very nice young man, a well-mannered young man, and I found him to be quietly very humble. Don't you think so?
Absolutely.
Now, he insists on doing this wild act, so we'll go along with it. But I don't like to be part of an act because I like the guy to be real. He happens to talk this way when he's on front of an audience, but he can talk very quiet and sensibly. I'd like you to meet, perhaps, ladies and gentlemen, the next world champion of the Lexington YMCA, a grand young man. I hope the next champion of the United States. Why not? Cassius Clay.
Well, he has been lifting weights.
Yeah, this is Miss Miller. Sit down. Oh, excuse me, I'm so rude. This is Miss Miller.
Miss Miller.
You know Miss Miller, don't you? You ever hear of her? Well, she's a lovely lady, anyhow. Man, I was surprised to learn, because I've gone along with the cliche, that you're all a product of poetry and everything, but I didn't know that you were United States Olympic boxing champ, 1959 and 1960 national
not
golden...
United States Olympic champion, world Olympic champion. I had to...
Oh, now you've gone too far.
Before...
Honestly, you were?
I had to beat everybody in the United States to qualify for the whole...
Are you the world?
The world gold medal winner, right.
Well, now, how about that? 1959 and 1960 National Golden Glove Championship, 1959 and 1960 National AAL champ.
AAU.
I didn't know you were with the union. Listen, tell me, Cassius, how many fights you had?
About 180 amateur fights, all three. That was my first three, by the way.
Yeah. Have you ever been knocked out? Have you ever been knocked out?
I never dreamed of being knocked out.
Do you really think, you feel confident that you'll...
There's not a man in the world to beat me. I'm as pretty as Liberace, and
you are a very good-looking boy. Where'd you start boxing? Why did you start
I started boxing in Louisville, Kentucky.
Why?
2 years ago.
Tell me the nice little
12
story.
years ago, someone stole my bicycle.
And
I said that if I ever catch the guy, I'm going to beat him up, but I never did catch him.
You never did?
No, but...
And you feel that you possibly could
I'm getting ready to fight the roughest and the toughest man in the world.
Sonny Liston.
Right.
And you feel you have a chance?
If he dreamed he beat me, he would apologize.
You really feel that strongly about it?
That's right. Sonny Liston rather take off his sports coat, soak it in gasoline, and run through hell before he fight me.
I know it. She's backing away all the time. I feel it.
After I retire from the ring, I'm gonna be a great singer. I'm getting ready to cut a record with Columbia now.
Oh. I saw the album cover.
Right.
He's wearing one of my old suits.
Right.
Yeah.
I have album.
It's the right color too, I think, don't you?
I heard the show was in Technicolor. So
yeah. Listen, you really think you're going to win this fight, and that'll be fun. Now, tell me, how much money, all told, would you make out of this fight?
Well, I don't.
Whether you win or lose.
Well,
you get the same if you win or lose?
It's a percentage deal, but...
you figured it out in your head.
They figure probably they might draw a few people. Maybe they might have a $15 million gate that night.
$15 million. How much of that would you get?
About 3. Ain't that a shame?
$3 million. Well, $3 million. Now, how much is taxable?
About $2,500,000.
How much do your backers and those guys get?
We have a 50-50 contract, but
you want to get $250,000? You'll get about $250,000 if they get half of what's left, or would you rather not discuss it? Or are you discussing none of my business?
Hey, Cass, what? Cassius, if you lose the fight, you can cry all the way to the bank with me. Okay? All right?
You've done pretty well.
He's going to win.
But I never think of losing. Don't even talk about it.
That's right.
Are you scared?
Scared.
Yeah. Would you be a little scared?
No, scared. My prediction might not come off. I predicted round 8 to prove I'm great. If he keeps talking jive, he'll fall in 5. 15 times I have something else I want you in the world to know. Out of my 22 professional fights, won them all, of course, knocked out 18. 15 of those 18, I told the clown the exact round he was going down. My last fight in London, England, I told the heavyweight champion of the British Empire, I said, Henry Cooper, this is no jive. The fight will end in 5. And that night, before a crowd of 55,000 people, Cleopatra was at ringside.
Was she?
Everybody was
Richard
there.
and Liz?
And he went in 5.
He won in less than that. You're talking about Burton, aren't you? You know, Sybil Burton just said in the paper the other day that she's not going to give up Richard. So Liz's going to have to get him from Hertz or rent or whatever it is. Anyhow, well, boy, I'm glad you're so confident. It's really good.
I'm a pitch of confidence. I'm the greatest thing. I'm the resurrector of the fight game.
You are.
If it wasn't for me, the whole thing would be dead.
I guess that's true, yeah.
Fighters don't come on shows like you know. A few more weeks, I'll be on probably the Jerry Lewis show, and
I think not. Well, I don't have it in rhyme, but I predict not. You haven't read the latest, have you? Well,
I'll make it just in time.
Huh?
I'll make it just.
Well, I hope you do. I hope that Jerry gets reprieved. I hope that something works out there. Listen, why don't you play for him? You'd rather play than fight with him, wouldn't you?
Oh, that's I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Well, why don't you play and let Cassius? Because if you can't fight. You know, if it doesn't work out, you can always get a job with Burma Shave. I think the way you with this rhyming.
Would you like me to play?
Yeah, that'd be a beautiful combination.
All right.
And Cassius Clay.
All right.
Show him that ring you might hit him with, Lee.
You like? Say,
you may have a diamond navel before the night's over, Cassius.
Move that way a little bit. You're
Why?
standing in front of my candelabra.
Which one do it?
Well, you recite something and I'll make up the music to it. For a change, do the one about you.
This is the legend of Cassius Clay, the most beautiful fighter in the world today. He talks a great deal and brags indeedy of a muscular punch that's incredibly speedy. The fisting world was dull and weary. With a champ like Liston, things had to be dreary. Then someone with color, someone with dash, brought fight fans a running with cash. This brash young boxer is something to see, and the heavyweight championship is his destiny. This kid fights great. He's got speed and endurance. But if you decide to fight him, increase your insurance. This kid's got a left. This kid's got a right. And if he hits you once, you're asleep for the night. And as you lie on the floor while the ref counts 10, you pray that you won't have to fight me again. For I'm the man this poem is about, the next champ of the world, there isn't a doubt. Here I predict, and I know the score, I'll be champ of the world in 64. If Cassius says a mosquito could pull a plow, don't ask how, hitch him up. They got to hear this one.
Okay.
They have got.
All right.
They must hear this.
Okay.
They must.
All right. I want to start till you scratch your head.
All right.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you out there who won't be able to see the Clay Liston fight, here is the 8th round exactly as it will happen.
He does.
Clay comes out to meet Liston, and Liston starts to retreat. If Liston goes back and then farther, he'll end up in a ringside seat. Clay swings with a left. Clay swings with a right. Look at young Cassius carry the fight. Liston keeps backing, but there's not enough room. It's a matter of time. There, Clay lowers the boom. Now Clay lands with a right. What a beautiful swing. And the punch raises the bear clear out of the ring. Liston is still rising, and the ref wears a frown, for he can't start counting till Sonny comes down. Now Liston disappears from view. The crowd is getting frantic, but our radar stations have picked him up. He's somewhere over the Atlantic. Who would have thought when they came to the site that they'd witnessed the launching of a human satellite. Yes, the crowd did not dream when they laid down their money that they would see a total eclipse of the sun. Good luck. Thank you. That's good. I'm a bad man, Jack. Bad enough.
Yeah,
good.
So long, Jack.
He hasn't ever finished yet, does he?